So currently there are 11 races. There's human, Githyanki, half-orc, dragonborn, elf, half-elf, drow, tiefling, halfling, gnome, and dwarf. So if you watch the video again on backgrounds, you might be wondering if picking a race is as nuanced as picking a background. Well, the simple answer to that is yes. Yes, it is. Because in BG3 or Baldur's Gate 3, you have the ability to assign your ability scores as you would like, right here. So if I clear all of these, as you can see, the max okay, I'm just going to clear everything. Everything's down to 8, okay? I'll cover this in more detail in a video on ability scores. But for now, that's what you need to know. You can assign your ability points to these abilities, and you can assign these bonuses, which each race gets. So +2 to any one of these, and +1 to any one of these. Now, let's get back to it. So, and the other aspect that makes the race nuanced is the race features. So what do I mean by this? Well, you can pick between the 11 races, which have 28 sub-races, with each of these races and sub-races providing some sort of benefit that the other races may or may not provide. All races do provide, like I mentioned, the +2 and the +1 to ability points, but what other things they offer is very different. So sit back, relax, and with the brief overview and some background out of the way, let's dive into the races in more detail. The gnomes, or genomes as some people call them, which is really weird in my opinion, but some people do. They're small, clever, and energetic. Gnomes use their long lives to explore Faerun's brightest corners and darkest depths. They have a race speed of 7.5 meters or 25 feet. And they have gnome cunning. You have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. So basically they're rolling 2 dice. The bigger one gets used. And they have 3 sub-races actually. For their first sub-race, they gain history as a racial feat or racial trait. Proficiency for the rock gnomes, because they're commonly seen gnomes on Faerun's surface, and rock gnomes are named as such for their hardiness and affinity for metal. And they also get dark vision up to 12 meters. And Artificer's Lore gives them proficiency bonus to history checks, as we saw, and it's 2x the history bonus. So, as you can see here, +3 to it. And then next up, we've got the subrace of forest gnomes, even smaller than their cousins and twice as reclusive. Forest gnomes are a rare sight in Faerun. They master magic and craftsmanship in their distant, idyllic groves. They get the access to the spell Speak with Animals, and they also gain dark vision up to 12 meters. And then finally, we've got, and I don't think they get any racial trait here. Yep, that's correct. And then we finally got the deep gnome. And deep gnomes are more guarded than their service cousins. Deep gnomes survive in the Underdark with dark vision and skillful stealth. So they get superior dark vision, 24 meters or 80 feet, and they get camouflage. You have advantage on stealth checks. What that means again is you roll 2 dice, and the bigger one gets used when you're doing a saving throw, or not a saving throw, rather a check or a saving throw against stealth checks. And that's it for the gnomes. I hope you found this video helpful, learned something new about the mechanics, and make sure you subscribe for more mechanics and tips and tricks for Baldur's Gate 3 in the coming days, weeks, months, and years. Memberships are on, so feel free to become a member. That'll help me out a lot on the channel, and I look forward to seeing you all in my live streams in the future and in the next video. See you guys. Have a good one.